Well, where's Thunderherd Migration now? Can't wait to get rid of this Wayward Swordtooth. It's so bad. Sometimes it's like backbreakingly good, and other times it's just, the majority of the time it just doesn't do anything. Like, what does it do in this hand? Nothing. It's good in EDH. Okay, now it does literally one free land. Oh, goody. You always know when you play against someone who has shock lands that they've already, like, their deck is complete. They don't need to get any more wild cards for their deck. That's an interesting one. So this is probably just really hardcore control then. It's Firemind's Research. Swordtooth, honestly, yeah, sure. That's kind of what I was hoping. Swordtooth is not bad against blue-red, just because it's gonna take multiple spells to get this thing off the battlefield. And at a certain point, like, if they don't deal with it, it's just gonna be a 5/5 that can attack, you know? Alright, now we just want, like, one more land, please. Please. Swordtooth is a way for us to get the turn 3 Carnage Tyrant, though, which is kind of cool. Alright, let's... Oh, no, fuck. Not that one. Need to play Growth from the Ashes first. This is the kind of build, though, that will be playing Star of Extinction. So Carnage Tyrant isn't just like, oh, I win by playing this card. You know? You guys know Radical Idea is pretty good with cards that worry about how many spells you cast. It's bizarre, I know. I guess this thing kills Swordtooth. But at this point, it's kind of done its job. If it's taking, what, 5 counters off this research, then I feel like that's a win. I mean, we got 8 permanents now. He might just be forced to do it. Unless he's got Star of Extinction, which I think will be pretty easy to tell. Or he could just do that. That's okay. Oh, man. Just tap out for Niv. Purpose Rebuke you. Oh, I guess he can't. His Field of Ruin. Might not be playing Niv. I would be. But I don't know if I'd play Field of Ruin in a deck that has Niv. We could do something really cool here. Because Nexus of Fate is an instant, we could like wait for him to tap out thinking he's just going to untap, and then we'll just take a turn and be able to do whatever we want. Because with all these different options and things to activate, I bet he will. And then we'll just be like, okay, our turn again. With him tapped out. Sure. I imagine he just activates this and draws 2 right now. Surprise! It's our turn again. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, don't tap all my green, please. I don't really need to go get more forests at this point. Sweet. Oh, Nexus of Fate, man. That's why you don't print time warps at instant speed. Cause it's not fair. Like, yeah, it's time warp for 7 mana, but 2 extra mana to quicken time warp. That's like there's a very clear choice of which one is going to be the better card. This hand's ass. Really. Oh, probably don't need the third one of those. Alright. Typically, we're pretty good against green ramp. Just because we kind of go over the top with our cards. But we'll see with a hand like this. Really, I just want a second island and then ramp from there. Yikes. Well, there's that. That helps a lot. Do we bounce something now? What's he going to play for 5? I don't really care. Alright. Good thing about dorks is that they're really bad against River's Rebuke. If we bounce, if he like plays Carnage Tyrant and then we just play River's Rebuke, he's got like 3 or 4 lands. And then he's like, oh, now what? Well, we'll just play this one, obviously, instead of the one that could be kicked later. That's just fine. That's, for 7 mana, that being the best thing in his hand, that felt pretty good. Alright, take an island, dig out our mountain. And just in case he like goes to, I don't know, add like a lot of damage or something, we can just bounce it. Like if he has prodigious growth or something. I don't really understand the Evolving Wilds in a monocolor deck. Especially when you're trying to, like, hit land drops on curve. I don't really get that. Go to... Sure, we'll go to 7. That's alright. Blink of an eye, the kick is going to be... Oh, hello. The kick is going to be really important on that. Really wanted to land right there, though. Carnage Tyrant should be sick, though. Still do want a land. Doesn't even matter which one. Let's see, opponent. This is kind of all they've got. Alright. Hopefully we don't get run over by prodigious growth or something. Something super janky. That is actually good at times. The first deck I had on here was like Vine Mare's Carnage Tyrant and Prodigious Growth, and people just couldn't beat it. Okay. Opponent gets a Rejuvenator. So far, the most expensive card we've seen is 3 mana, though. I guess they might just not be seeing their ramp. Opponent's getting in. Probably got Titanic Growth, if I had to guess, which means we have to block here. Oh. I don't know about that attack. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's good. Because now we can kick one of these and draw extra cards, and hopefully this is what we need to get ahead. I like having one of these open because now if he like draws Titanic Growth, it's not a problem. We don't lose, you know. I mean, we are getting low, which is gross, but we won't hopefully get juked out of it. Kill that. Go to 2. Ugh. Yeah. All right. We're gonna have to draw some good stuff. Oh god, the opponent going wide with dorks is gonna be an issue. Tatyova helps. She gains us life. We definitely don't need a second one, so there's something we can discard. Gotta get lands though. All right. Yeah, Tatyova helps quite a bit. All right. If we can survive this turn, I think we're going to be just fine. Okay, that makes more sense now. Of why we haven't seen anything gigantic. Okay, that's not the end of the world. We can just bounce that. We'll do it unkicked so we don't get annihilated by a combat trick here. And bounce Druid. Barry John! How the hell are you? And no combat trick. Okay, we're at 1. We're at 1. Oh, but we have what we need. Is it good enough? No, don't rabbit bite my shit. Ugh. Oh, that would have been game over if we would have untapped with Tatyova. Okay, we can play Swordtooth and Carnage Tyrant and Stonewall him. We know the only card in his hand is Druid of the Cowl. And he mono green, he probably can't draw a card to go over the top of these. Alright. Well, we got some big dudes. See if this is okay. Shouldn't be dead. No, okay. So we live another turn. Thanks for throwing that land out there. Okay. Sure. We still need to find something, though. River's Rebuke, please. Man, if we still had that Tatyova. Third Tatyova. Goodness. Alright. I still don't think we're dead. Unless the opponent draws Rapid Bite. Opponent would be able to get in. Like, if they swing with everything, they get to kill our dorks, but then we just, like, kill all their stuff, and then they can't. Okay. Let's draw 7 cards. That's usually a good way to go. Come on, River's Rebuke. Yes! Oh, man. Alright, we got him. We win. Get out of here. Take a ton. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. That was 21. For some reason, I was thinking it was like 18, 19. Yeah, that works. Oh, classic. When you have enough lands to play Overwhelming Insight, Overflowing Insight, and River's Rebuke in the same turn, and not have to tap your Land of Worlds, which lets you win the game. Whew, that was close. Opponent had the clutch removal for Tatyova. It would have been a much less close game if we would have untapped with that Tatyova, especially since we drew the Grove from the Ashes. Oh, man. This hand, like, first impression, you're like, ah, cool, we got lands, Landware Elves. But then you look at what we're going to be playing later down the road, and it's like... Alright. If we were on the draw, I might have kept that first hand. It would have been a much tougher decision. But I don't think on the play. Like, we would draw one card, and if it wasn't a land, we'd be like, well, we're fucked. It's the kind of hand. Dick. Alright, well, joke's on opponent. We weren't really doing anything with that anyway. Right. Get the mountain here. In case we draw the Banefire, then we can use it as removal. Probably just gonna get annihilated by Legion War Bosses, though, before this Carnage Tyrant matters. Yeah, playing against red in the best of one is... I mean, that's why mono red is like the king of best of one. Right. Fucking hell. It's like actual real life red as well. Yeah. In our sideboard, we have like Palaka Worms. We have a lot of things that tap down creatures, like we're playing Sleep. Things that are really good against red, especially creature-based red. Oh, Jesus. Get out of here. Not exactly what we needed, but thanks, Serena. Yeah, we're toast. Good game. Oh well, that's red. It's no surprise that the super greedy blue-green ramp deck is weak to red, right? Can't be good against everything. So you might as well play something fun. This hand's pretty sick, though. She was on the play. But even if this Landware Elves gets toasted, then it'd still be alright. Good God, go away. We only have one of these in every single game. It's like, here I am. Oh my God. If this is like a very dedicated Dawn of Hope deck, they can't beat River's Rebuke. If it's like the Fountain of Renewal Dawn of Hope deck, they can't beat River's Rebuke. They just can't. Not possible. We do need to keep drawing lands. We're going to pay the full amount for this. There's not really a reason to show the opponent the Wayward Swordtooth if we can't play anything after that. So we'll just pay the full amount. Alright, we're drawing lands. That's pretty good. Play this. Reveal Swordtooth. We'll just get another island. Since we have this overflowing insight. Triple blue. Pretty steep stuff. We can play Carnage Tyrant, though. The opponent lets us have this Elves. Swordtooth's kind of just a decoy at this point. He wants to, like, throw down some fat removal on this thing. I'm down. It's like, what does he really do? We get a land. Probably just play Overflowing Insight. Oh. Alright. is to draw a card, which is, I'm fine with that. Alright, seems to be more of just like support than honest to goodness dedicated Dawn of Hope deck. Still though, River's Rebuke, gonna be pretty good. See if we can't find one here. And we can even play an extra land because our Sword Tooth lived. Okay. Checks out. Oh, we played 2. We didn't play a land yet. Oh yeah, we did. Oh well, I was gonna discard the land anyway. Rest of this stuff's pretty good. Growth Spiral too. Oh man, Growth Spiral can give you City's Blessing at instant speed. Oh, maybe it's a reason to keep in Sword Tooth. Very, very small reason, I'll admit, to keep in Sword Tooth, but still. Could you imagine someone swinging in with like a 4/4 and you're just like, surprise, 10th permanent, block. Man, that'd be sweet. 5. Not sure why the opponent didn't get in with Legion Lieutenant, but whatever. Temet for EDH. He just doesn't. He doesn't feel strong. Not that an EDH deck has to be strong, but it feels like he feels weak and simple, which is like 2 strikes. I don't know. Is that like wrong to think that way? Let me read what he does. Target creature token you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn and can't be blocked. Exile this card from your graveyard. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's cool that you can get one and have him back in your command zone. That's cool, but like I don't know. Oh, sweet. Opponent's gonna get in with this child, maybe. We'll see. Maybe not. Yeah. Get up out of here. I'm killing me a child tonight. Helm of Hosts, other token makers. Yeah, there's certainly a lot of degenerate token things you can do in EDH. For sure. That's a pretty good turn. Any turn you're playing a Tatyova and a Carnage Tyrant at the same time against an empty board is pretty solid. Yeah, this deck gets pretty hosed by fine-tune aggro, but if it stumbles or we play against something that's just a little bit slower without being too much stronger in its own cards, then this deck is where it's like, yeah, suddenly this is like a lot for our opponent to handle here. Oh, I really wish you hadn't activated that with both islands there, Moto, or whatever this is, Arena. I call this game Moto all the time. I'm just used to complaining about Moto, so I just keep saying Moto. Opponent with maybe Settle. All right. It's gonna be Carnage Tyrant. He can make a soldier and double up on Tatyova. It's not the end of the world, but there's no point in just giving him that value. He wants to throw away Settle on this one card. That's great. And then we get another card draw with Tatyova. Could have saved it with blink of an eye, but also I don't really care. Yeah, that checks out. 1, 2, 5. Let's draw some more cards, get some more lands. Gain some more life. Play this guy. Play that. And go to discard. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. Thought about playing Reliquary Tower in this deck, but like if I have 7 cards in my hand once the engine is online, we're probably not losing the game. 9. Sure. There we go. You know, just casual 17 mana right now. Alright, let's play one of these. We could play 2 Carnage Tyrants if we wanted to. If we had a second one. We have a bit of mana. This is where Wayward Swordtooth seems so insane. When you get it with Tatyova at the same time, yeah, sure. When you get it at the same time, it's like, oh, like, I don't want anything else. It's when it's in your opening hand and you have like a Llanowar Elves and 2 lands, you're like, this isn't even a Magic card. Like, it doesn't even count. We do have to fight through some settles and some sealaways, which is kind of annoying, but at a certain point we're going to draw a Banefire or Nexus of Fate. That kind of helps us like really go over the top. If someone's trying to play the control game, because this deck can get controlled pretty hard, honestly. If it goes up against like blue-white, it can be tough. But like that's what the Banefire and the Nexus of Fate are for, and the Overflowing Insight. It really just like, oh, nice cards. We're just gonna play way more than you and bigger ones. Exile a card from a graveyard. You butthole. That doesn't. We don't have any recursion. Sure. Opponent's taking River's Rebuke. Doesn't want to get hit by that again. Oops. There it is. We can just win, right? How much do we have? 1, 7, 9, 12. Do this for 14? Yeah, we got it. No big deal, just Banefire for 15. Suck it. Alright, that was pretty commanding. Opponent's cards weren't inherently bad. I mean, it wasn't like a tier 1 thing, but they all made sense, you know? Blood Operative's kind of a cool card if you have like ways to surveil. You know, like Dawn of Hope can do a lot of damage against the right deck, but you know, when we see like turn 2 Dawn of Hope in this deck, unless we're totally screwed because of like RNG or a shitty mulligan, I'm not really ever afraid of that card with this deck. I've seen that card do a lot of work, and I've played that card and done a lot of work with it, but not against a River's Rebuke deck. Okay. I won't do this. This deck's just fun. That's the best part. Demon 6x6. Thank you, my friend, for that follow. I do appreciate that. I feel like this Carnage Tyrant is not long for this world. Untap. Land. Thought Erasure. Goodbye. Yeah. Oh, opponent's got sweaty pants. Lands over there. Get you playing fully unlocked. Standard in the unranked match. Oh, man. We're just over here, like, playing Carnage Tyrants in every ramp spell. Well, blue-black, not particularly good matchup for us. That Yova's kind of groovy. Not gonna play it now, though. Ooh, second Tayova. Go! Play your devious cover-up or whatever. No? Huh. Oh, man, I can't wait for Growth Spiral. Just being able to, like, play Tatyova, play a land, and have 2 open, and the opponent's like, duh, removal. And you can play Growth Spiral and just hit it for, like, 1 more. Oh, okay. Opponent knows they're going to have to take River's Rebuke out of our hand, right? Once they get our Carnage Tyrant back. That has happened before, where people, like, reanimate our Carnage Tyrant, and we just put it back into our hand. Also, we're drawing kind of only lands this game. They probably have something here. Oh, or just that. I turn down those fucking sound effects. They're so obnoxious. I like everything except for these card sound effects. Like when the mythic comes into play, it makes like a big fucking crazy noise, and I hate that shit. Everything else I'm fine with, like the swooshies and the dings and like the whistles, and that's fine. But the rest of this horse shit. Yeah, let's do it now. We got some good stuff we could play. Nexus of Fate. That's interesting. Very interesting. God, this card's so broken. Please. There we go. Alright. There's Thought Eraser. I was gonna say, they gotta have some answer. Wow. Probably has Sinister Sabotage then? That'll be the ball game. I imagine that's the case. Gravewalker. What the fuck is happening? Alright. One chooses to surveil right now. Opponent left us with the River's Rebuke, so there's definitely an answer for it. Oh. That's nice. We might be able to get the opponent... wow, we only played 1 Nexus of Fate. That was cool. We might be able to, like, get them to tap down right now, like at the end step. I don't know what they would have for 3, but we might be able to kind of snag them and then take an extra turn in River's Rebuke then. Never didn't have it. That's right. Oh, come on, do something. No. Mountain? Alright, I'm officially confused. No. Alright. I don't know why the opponent tapped out when they left us with River's Rebuke. I don't really get that, but... Alright. We still need to draw nice and hot. Because he's got 2 Doom Whispers in his hand, and those are... Doom Whisper's an insane fucking Magic card. Like, have you ever just read the card? It's a 6/6 for 5 that flies and tramples. That alone is like, this is a real fucking Magic card. And then it has like the strict upside of being able to surveil all you want as long as you have land for no mana. Oh, it's such a disgusting card. You want to talk about power creep? There's your power creep. That's all right. That's pretty good. Land, draw a card, gain a life. Oh, all right. Punch you for another 3. We should actually be weirdly okay. Yeah, man. Time warps at instant speed. I hear they're okay. 3 meter. Now they just need to put time stop in standard. Gonna eat my dreams here? Sure. Just bounce my Tattoo back to my hand. Feels fine. It's a little awkward main phase, but I kind of get it. We just bounce this. I guess if we get Banefire, well, yeah, let's just kick this. See if we do get Banefire. Get this out of here. I guess if we really want a Banefire, we should have just played that, right? But oh well. No, please don't tap my red. Very much. Goodbye. I don't know, man. Opponent punted really hard. I guess they didn't have anything to stop River's Rebuke, but I don't know why they didn't take it. They set it up exactly like they knew what they were doing. That's why I was like, well, we're fucked. They played the Eldest Reborn, and they left us with the River's Rebuke right up until it resolved. But then they took Nexus of Fate instead of River's Rebuke. Like, an extra turn doesn't mean anything if you're still just dead on board during your extra turn. Like, I don't know. Maybe they misclicked. That would be my guess, honestly. Couldn't tell you. This deck is sick. Just hold on to Duress in my hand.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that. That's gonna be a good clip.